Hello, all, and welcome to Intraverse Uncharted. My name is John, and I'm going to be accompanying you through the Intraverse. Now, this is a new podcast that I'm trying to start up. We're going to talk about lots of fun and interesting topics. You travel down a lot of different paths. It's going to be a good time, I think. We got a lot going on. But before we deep dive into the belly of the beast, right, we should talk about what the Intraverse Uncharted is, right? Now, the Intraverse, by definition, is a universe that one creates within oneself, right? So that's things that you're passionate about, that you have motivation for, and all that kind of stuff, all the positive things that you build up in your head, the things that you love and care about. That's what makes you who you are, right? That's the universe that we've created for ourselves. Uncharted, we just haven't been there yet, right? We haven't gone down that road yet, and we're looking to do that right here with you guys. We're going to talk about those things that we're passionate about, that motivate us, that inspire us. And we're going to try to cover a lot of new and interesting ground together. With that said, though, there may be times where there's some cussing, where we hit some sensitive topics, where we don't necessarily agree with each other. What we're going to do our best to do here is to be objective, to be respectful of everybody's opinions and everybody's thoughts and feelings. And we would like you guys, as our viewers, to consider doing the same. You know, when you're in our comments, when you're on social media, all that kind of stuff, leave the hate and the bullying and all that stuff. Leave that out. Leave that elsewhere. We want this environment, the Intraverse Uncharted environment, to be one that includes everybody, where everybody can feel safe and welcome here and express themselves and have all sorts of interactive time with us, so that we can make a great show for you guys. Another kind of little charming disclaimer, right? I obviously live in an apartment. This isn't a professional studio. I live here with my wife, my 3-year-old, 2 other adults, and 2 dogs. So noise is not always going to be preventable, right? I can't always prevent things going on around me. So sometimes you're going to hear things, you're going to see things, whatever the case may be, just people passing through, outside noise, whatever. We're just going to keep moving forward, right? I can actually hear, my family right now as we speak. It's not, something that's preventable all the time. And, we're just going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep talking and having a good time. What are we going to be talking about on this show, right? What is the belly of the beast? Where are we headed? We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about science. We're going to talk about food, pop culture, entertainment, current events, all sorts of fun and interesting things. Just a little bit on me as we kind of dig into those topics, right? I went to the Augusta Escoffier School for the Culinary Arts in Boulder. I'm a full-time chef at Blue Spruce Brewing in Littleton, Colorado. Food has become my life for a long time now. So, we're gonna hit on food a lot. We're gonna talk great food that maybe isn't so great, things that are great about food. We're just gonna be all over the place with that. Sports. I'm a sports fan. It's my Packers flag on the wall. I know we lost to the Niners. I'll get over it eventually. And as we move forward, we'll talk, other sports. There's still playoff football going on and stuff like that, right? What is on the horizon now? Now that we've talked about the belly of the beast, we've talked about the inner workings, right, of what we're trying to do here. What's on the horizon for Intraverse Uncharted? I'm going to attempt to put up a new episode at least once a week, right? Now, I just told you I got a full-time job and stuff like that, and not all the time is the world going to be ideal and in favor of me and the schedule at which I create for myself. But the goal is 1 new episode every week right here on this channel. Hopefully more as we go forward, right? Hopefully more as things start going our way. But until then, 1 new episode every week right here. Hold me to it. Like I said, we're going to talk sports a lot. The NFL playoffs are still going on. This weekend, we got the Bengals and the Chiefs for the AFC Championship. We got the Niners and the Rams for the NFC Championship. We're going to talk about that. We're going to cover a little bit of that. You might see a little bit of us talking about that on other platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. You're going to see content about that. This Saturday, the WWE Royal Rumble. I'm a wrestling buff. I got some friends who are wrestling buffs who have wanted to come on and talk about cool things happening in the wrestling world. Haven't quite decided yet, but we might do a live or something like that for the Royal Rumble. That kind of thing will always turn into some sort of color commentary situation between me and the other people we can have on the show. But what can I say? Just nerdy in my own little way like that, right? We're going to talk, as we go down the road doing some fundraisers on our other platforms, on Facebook, stuff like that. Try to get awareness out there for important things, for things that the world needs. We want this show to be positive and productive, not just for the sake of nothing, but we want positive impacts on society. We want to contribute as best we can to positivity moving forward, right? This is going to be an interesting adventure, guys. This is new. As you can tell, it's not going to be perfect, not scripted. We're not trying to have cue cards and play-by-plays all the time. Not going to lie to you. I've made this intro about 62 different times, okay? We've gone down a lot of different roads, myself included, just for this start. This is episode number 1 of Intraverse Uncharted. This is brand new. This is how we start, right? And it's only going to get better from here, guys. It really is. I promise you that. But with that said, I think that's about all for today, right? We're going to wrap up episode number 1. It was, not much. I'm sorry, guys. Not a ton of content in here today. More just an introduction to what the goals are, to what we want to cover here on the show. But as we go forward, the episodes are going to start to have more meaning, more deep dives, more content, more talk, all that stuff. Some of them might just be audio, right? Right now I'm coming to you via video. But, sometimes we might go old school podcast, right? And just go audio and try to get a couple different voices in here. Other times when we are doing lives or we're doing events and stuff like that, the camera will be back and you'll be able to see us and communicate with us. No matter what, always go into the comments and stuff like that, guys. Tell us what you want, to hear. We'll try our best to do what we can to fill some quotas and to try to make sure that you guys are involved and interested in what it is that we're doing, right? Thank you so much for getting involved today and listening and talking and all sorts of stuff. Obviously, this hasn't been perfect. We're going to try a lot of new and interesting stuff going forward. But if you made it this far with us, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave those notifications on. You guys want to know when we drop new videos, right? When new content comes out, you want to know. Find us on social media, right? I'm still finishing them up a little bit, but we're going to be on Facebook. We're going to be on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. We're going to be all over the place, guys. We're going to be everywhere. It's going to be a lot, but we're going to be there, right? And we want you guys to feel like you can be in contact with us whenever you want. So we're going to try to get into some traditions too, right? Some things that are marquees to the things that we do here. And one of those things that I think is important is capping off something inspirational, something positive, motivational, right? So I'm going to try to do a new quote every episode, right? We're going to try to do something new, something that'll leave you thinking, keep you inspired, all sorts of stuff, right? Now, we covered how crazy the world has been a little bit, COVID, all sorts of crazy stuff. The world is different now. In the time where, you really couldn't go anywhere, I started getting into astrophysics, space and planets, stuff like that. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I an astrophysicist, okay? I did not go to college for that. I went to be a chef. So nothing that I say in general about that is probably going to be completely scientifically accurate. But I read a lot of, fun material and stuff like that, watched a lot of cool shows in that time. And, one of the people that ended up inspiring me the most was Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm sure you guys have seen him on Cosmos, heard him on Star Talk Radio, his own podcast. So the quote that I'm going to leave us with here today is going to be by Neil deGrasse Tyson, somebody who has helped inspire me to create this platform. So that my voice can hopefully make a difference, like his voice makes a difference, and like hopefully everybody who comes on this show, their voice is able to make a difference as well. So the quote that I'm going to leave you with today, and if you've watched Star Talk Radio or listened to Star Talk Radio at all, you'll know where I'm headed here, right? But the quote is, in life and in the universe, it's always best to keep looking up. I just can't say it much better than that, guys. Till next time, I bid you to do more than just exist and come with us into the Intraverse. Thanks, guys.